What up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Nikki and Brie Show. And we are here in kind of sunny Los Angeles over at the Sirius XM studios. Brie and I had a day trip and we thought, you know what? Let's pop in. Let's do an episode.
That's right.
We love it from here.
We have to get our hair done.
We got to get our hair done today. I had to
meetings.
kiss my husband. He got me flowers, which were so cute.
So cute.
Few meetings, and then we're going to be right home to our babies, ready for Halloween. But today's a very exciting day for me.
Oh, we know.
So in a little bit, we are going to bring on two more, I'm going to say more, Love Island UK contestants, I guess you would call them, guests. So we have, that's coming on later on, we have Curtis Pritchard and we have Liberty Poole. So two breakout stars, Brie, by the way, from Love Island UK. But you know what's really exciting about them?
What?
They are competing on Love Island Games, which, by the way, drops today on Peacock. So for all my people at Peacock, you better head on over, watch Love Island Games, because we are going to get to stream 6 days a week.
Wow.
Right? An episode every day for 6 days.
I love when television's that giving.
Me too.
It's so nice.
Thanks for being giving.
Just think we've been
giving season.
I used to be so used to one episode a week and I have the patience, but now it's like, ooh.
Yeah.
It's hard.
And I just get really excited to bring them on because they give us a lot of tea. They open up and they tell us stuff that I'm just dying to know.
Oh,
so
we know.
Really can't wait for them to come on. But before they do, wow, Brie, what a week.
It's always what a week.
It's always
what a life.
What a life. That's right. What a life. My goodness.
Yeah. You know what it is I just feel like almost like if life is supposed to be super easy, I think that's scary. You know what I mean? Like if everything was going so good, I'd almost be like,
yeah, that's true. That's
something
my
gonna
goals.
happen.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's just like, I don't want to say mom life, but being a parent, it's so many different things that happen in a day that isn't just with yourself, right? Well, for me, for example, kids sick, which I feel like everyone's going through it. Yeah. I feel like kids are sick.
Seasons are changing.
Yeah. So it's
getting
like
a little colder.
Kids are sick. Then Winston got sick.
Yeah.
So I was at the doctor's. I was at the vet. So I was dealing with the kids, then Winston. And Winston gave us quite a scare.
Oh my gosh. Very scary.
I know. I was like crying and holding him. I go,
no,
you can't leave me. I'm not ready for you to go.
Neither am I.
I know.
By the way.
Winston, I just don't. He's 8, and so that would be really hard.
Yeah.
I think Penelope and Buddy are the two that were fine in the last week.
Yeah.
But Buddy, you know, just Buddy.
Yeah.
And then Penelope, just Penelope. I mean, I had her with you yesterday, and she's just like throwing up in your backyard, and I'm like, what'd you eat? She just eats everything. And I'm like, just help me make life normal for an hour. But you know what? I don't care. It's, I'm just one of those people who can handle all of it, luckily.
Yeah.
And if I can't handle it all, I throw some on you. And I make you.
Yeah. That's part of being identical twins. And, you know, speaking of identical twins.
Yeah.
Where it was also a great week for our careers. Let's talk about that. The official Twin Love trailer drop. So the one that gives you all the meats and juices and all the stuff.
Let you know what's going on.
You know? And so that was very exciting for Brie and I because the feedback was incredible. And that's like what you get really excited about is when you drop that big trailer to see like the commotion it'll make and like what people are saying. And people are fired up, Brie.
They're fired up.
They are ready for November 17th, which quite frankly, I am too, because I haven't seen the full episodes, just whatever we had to go in and do our voiceovers and stuff like that. But I'm dying to see it.
Oh, I'm going to be binging. But I will tell you this. This is why I'm so excited to talk to Curtis and Liberty, because after hosting Twin Love and, you know, working with the creators of Love Island, they cast shows perfectly. People with very vibrant personalities, good looking, but just not only ready to fall in love, but just have so much to offer.
And ready to have, though, that next step.
Right. But that's why I was excited about our trailer, because you got to see more of the cast. And I just can't wait for people to meet our twins, because the twins are so great on Twin Love.
They're amazing. And like you said, that is the one catch about our show when people tune in is you get the sexy and the fun, and you're going to get the drama, but you also are going to get people who just they kind of in some ways know who they are in life. Like they're just all in great directions.
Right.
And it makes it nice to watch because it's believable. You're like, these people really do want to find love and want to take the next step, and they're sincere. And I think that means a lot when you have all these different demos and age groups tuning in, because you want that. It's like you get the Bachelor, Bachelorette feels, but then you also get the sexy and fun from Love Island UK. And then we don't have just one villa, we have two.
Yeah.
And it's also on top of all that, then it's like the Love is Blind feels, because it's a social experiment. So we're literally getting almost 3 top dating shows in one because of all the different aspects that it brings, but also that our twins bring.
Right. And you know, the thing that I love, just especially for our listeners who are listening, you've been on such a long journey with Nikki and I.
Yeah.
When you watch, you are going to be like, oh my gosh, that's such a Nikki.
Oh my
gosh, that's
God,
such a Brie.
so true.
You kept watching. Even Eileen and Paul, who do our hair and makeup, they're like, oh my gosh, that's such a Brie. That's such a Nikki. So
Every
you're
twin
going to have
has it.
fun watching the show, just being like, oh, my twin, identical twins,
we're gonna
are
have
all
to
the same.
We're gonna have to like bring a game to it here. And you all know that definitely when this drops and you all binge it and you all tell your friends and family,
right,
and people on social media to binge it, we are going to start to bring the twins here. But I definitely think we're gonna have to think of twin games. We're gonna have to bring here and do like the Nikki and Brees, get people guessing and voting on our Instagram. Oh yeah. We got to do it all.
A lot of twin magic.
I mean, I'm just been in heaven. Like, you know me, the minute I got this gig, I've been in heaven because of what a fan I am of Love Island.
Right.
And then it's like opened up this door of where I get to bring in these guests. And like we connected so amazing with Casey and Tom. I think they're just such awesome guys. And then, you know, getting to have Liberty and Curtis today. Like Curtis, there's so much connection there because his brother was on Strictly, which Artem was on Strictly. He did Dancing with the Stars in Ireland. And I just remember Artem laughing. So when Artem and I were watching a season and he came on and then he was doing all the ballroom stuff, Artem was dying. And then Artem loved watching Curtis the whole season because he just related to him. He understood him. And then it would be funny to see sometimes the girls be like, well, can you just teach me that dance? You know how we all get like when you know it.
Just dip me.
Yeah, just dip me. And just Artem knowing of them, like it was like a lot of fun for him to watch. And then, I mean, Artem and I also binged Liberty's season. Like her season was great. So it's just an exciting day for me, Brie.
I can tell you sound like you just woke up on Christmas morning, but I say we take a quick break, and when we come back, we bring on Curtis and Liberty.
Nice. All right. Well, Curtis and Liberty, welcome to the Nikki and Brie show. So we are very excited to have you guys on for very many reasons. One, I am a huge Love Island UK fan. Also, my husband is a ballroom dancer who used to dance on Strictly and now is on Dancing with the Stars. So there's a connection there. And we are now the new host of Twin Love, which we will be getting into, which is a new show by ITV, the creators of Love Island.
Oh, congratulations, guys.
Thank you. It's so good. But I mean, I have to say, when I heard that Peacock was doing Love Island games in Fiji, it was like my dreams were coming true. I'm like, you're finally freaking putting everyone together that we love. Because, you know, you watch all these different countries in the villa. And I'm like, when are all these people going to meet? So I want to dive right into it. And then we're going to get to a bunch of other stuff. But how is Fiji? And I want to know, Curtis, we'll start with you. Like, how did you feel when you got the call about going to Fiji?
Well, first of all, Fiji itself wasn't what I thought it was going to be for some reason. The beaches weren't beautiful and white. The water wasn't blue and see-through.
What?
The water was a bit brown and the beaches were a bit brown. So that was my first disappointment of Fiji. But the people in Fiji, I've got to say, love them. Most beautiful people ever. They use the word bulla for everything. I think it means hello. I think it means thank you. I think it means goodbye. You
bulla.
Name it. Yeah, bulla. See?
Bulla.
Yeah, but when I got the call to do this program, though, I was intrigued. Genuinely had no idea what it was going to be, because obviously I've done the first Love Island and I know what that is. It's a standard Love Island. You're going in there to find love. But then when they said this is Love Island Games and it isn't just about love, it started making me think a little bit. And I was like, oh, okay, what is this going to be? Are people going to be going in there with strategic thinking? Are they going to be going in to find love? What is the game plan actually going to be? And all I'm going to say is when you watch it, it's a whole new Love Island. A whole new Love
No
Island. Nothing
way.
like you've seen before.
Is there a lot of backstabbing?
Well, because it's the games and because there's a big cash prize on the line, I noticed that as it went on, alliances became a big thing.
Okay.
You know, alliances with your own country, alliances with who's best friends with people, and you could really see people targeting certain people throughout the program. So yeah, it gets stabbing in the back quite a bit. Yeah,
I love it. Sadly, I love that. And Liberty, how about when you got the call?
Yeah, I was really excited, to do Love Island once. You think it's going to be, a once in a lifetime opportunity, but to get that call again, I was like, is this even happening? Like, to get to go back twice, I was like, this is insane. And I will agree with Curtis. It's definitely different. I think mentally I was kind of on a whole different show to everyone else. I'm not gonna lie. But no,
you were there to find love.
I was there to find love, but it was a good experience. I think every time I do these sort of shows, like I definitely grow as a person. And in there, like you have nowhere to run away from things. Like you're with these people every day, like you're making friendships, you're meeting new people from different walks of life and stuff. And yeah, it was a once in a lifetime experience. And it was good to push yourself outside your comfort zone and like do things that you never thought you'd be capable of doing as well. So that was a good element.
I have a question for you, Liberty, because you said you went there to find love. Was there anyone that you were hoping was going to be there?
Ooh, that is a very good question. I mean, I think, the Love Islanders, you're spoiled for choice in there, really. Everyone is so good looking, and I'm more of a personality girl. Like, I like someone that's got like a lot about them, can have a laugh, can like, have the chat and stuff. But me being a typical girl, I think sometimes you do get like carried away with like the chemistry and the abs and stuff. And sometimes like you kind of think more about the chemistry and the abs than sometimes like the chat, I suppose. So yeah, but it's like you're navigating that, and then you've got the games element added in. So you're trying to navigate how you're feeling, but every time you try and navigate how you feel, there's like a bombshell or like a game, and then the whole dynamics change all over again. So it's definitely going to be one to watch for the viewers. I think the viewers are going to be like not knowing what to expect next, because as a cast member, I didn't even know what to expect next.
Liv,
like,
none of us knew what to expect.
No, like the thing is, if none of us even knew what we was going to do next, how are the viewers going to know? Because we didn't even know, did we, Curtis?
Right.
It was the case.
Right. Well, and that's always the best about like season 1 shows is everything's so new and unexpected, and you don't. It's like such a treat. Like we would always call it like, that's breaking reality, because everything's just happening. Has it been wild for you two to see how much, like, especially I feel like Love Island UK has just blown up. Like, I feel like the world, especially America, massive, is like all about it, more so than Love Island USA or Australia. It's like the UK are what like people want.
Yeah, it seemed to come from season 3. Obviously, like the first and second season were still great seasons, but it all started from season 3, just literally like doubling in size every single year. They were promoting it so much when it came to like my season 5. Like it's mental. And to know that like the rest of the world actually does watch the UK one is quite mad. Because the first time I went to America, somebody said my name on the street, and I was like, wait, how the hell does somebody even know my name out in America? What the hell? I've only done English TV or anything. And they were saying, we love Love Island. UK Love Island is the best. We can't get enough of it and this and that. It blows my mind, to be fair. We must be doing something right, Liv, mustn't we?
Yeah, we must. Honestly, Sam, like, it's crazy because I don't know, like I just go out and I just expect, like to have a drink or whatever. And then I've been in like Abu Dhabi before or like Paris, and someone has recognized me, and it's still insane. I feel like sometimes I almost get like imposter syndrome in the industry because, we're all people that come from like normal backgrounds. Like, Curtis was a dancer before Love Island. I was a waitress at Nando's before Love Island. And we all come from these different backgrounds. And then before you know it, you've been on the show and you're catapulted into the industry. And I'm just so grateful to still be getting these opportunities, like Love Island games, like 2 years later. Like it's amazing to be chosen for that, because especially like from all over the world, like you get to meet people from different walks of life and all these worldies in one villa. It was great.
I think that's what's great about Love Island Games. The fact that you got to meet so many different people, American, Australian, Swedish, German, France. Literally, you had such a variety. I mean, Love Island's normally you walk in there and there's a variety of ladies for you. But this really was a variety. It was good.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
See, and I love that. And did you ever think about, because obviously you're going into the villa and you know you're going to play the game, but like you could potentially find love. But did you ever think like, what if I fall in love with an Australian or an American or wherever else? Because that's the crazy thing is you fall in love with someone, but you're from different countries.
Yeah.
Long distance.
I was ready to move. I was like,
You're like, I got my passport ready. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Would you have actually moved?
Well, my mum lives in Abu Dhabi and my biological dad lives in Germany, and my family's like international, and I'm just like in Brum. Like obviously I still travel to London for work and that, but I'm just in Brum, and there's actually nothing necessarily keeping me in England, because home's where the heart is, and obviously my mum's in Abu Dhabi, so I'm always in Abu Dhabi. So like I would have been open to it, I'd say. Like yeah.
I think I would have tried to rent a place out in America and move to America. If I got with somebody in America, if it was in Australia, I think I would have struggled because of distance. But America, I think could have made it work. Definitely.
Yeah.
Us Brits found that out on the Fiji flight over, how far away Fiji actually was from UK.
I
mean, the
mean,
flight was so
Fiji's
long.
far.
Yeah.
So far. That's like people always be like, do that for your honeymoon. And I'm like, I don't want to travel that far for a honeymoon.
It's like you need a vacation from a vacation.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I have a question, because this is Love Island Games. And I know you guys are used to challenges and games at the villa, but were these challenges different? Like, were they scary? Because usually you see these challenges and I look at them and I'm like, oh my gosh, they have to be way up in the air and cross ropes or do something wild. Are they pretty nerve-wracking?
Think of like Love Island challenges and Love Island games that you normally get on Love Island on steroids. And that's probably the best way to explain Love Island games. I do have to admit though, Lib, you girls got it a lot harder than us lads in the challenge.
We did.
All the girls
had to do the graph. Like that first challenge, I was literally like, where am I feel like I'm a celebrity, get me out of here, because the tanks that I had to dive into, let me tell you, the thickness of that sludge that was in that tank, I could not breathe for the life of me. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't get down to the bottom. It was something like I've never experienced before, let me tell you that much.
It looked like,
was mental.
Imagine a tub of lube. That's what it looked like.
Ew.
Yeah, it was. And it smelled like that as well. Like
Ew.
they didn't just make it look good for TV, babe. Like it smelled like rank. Tasted rank, everything.
And are they all like that, or do we get anything sexy?
Well, they're sexy still, but you get put through your paces. So, for example, at the end of the first one, I don't want to give too much away because we can't say too much, but the guys, let's just say, were stood there looking sexy, and the girls do all the work, and then they have to take off what little clothes they have on at the end of it to then join the lads looking sexy. So you still get that sexy look. And I mean, the girls, like Liv, yourself, you're beautiful. All the girls are absolutely stunning. So like,
thank you.
For us lads, I mean, whatever you do, you're looking good either way.
Curtis, let me ask you a question. Did you think the wigs that the girls wore challenge 1 were sexy, out of interest?
I could go with it, Lib, you know. There's a one night little thing, you know.
Yeah, because us
girls
was like, what the hell have they put us in for the first challenge in these wigs, honestly?
Oh my God, I love it.
Oh, I can't wait.
Did we get any ballroom dancing?
Well, I don't want to give it away, but there may be a little bit of hips in there at some point.
Ooh,
at some point. But I did plan on doing a big like ballroom and Latin class for the whole like villa and stuff, and we just didn't get time to do it. We didn't get around to do it. I proper wanted to, because I always feel like it brings everyone really close together, and it's good fun, let's be honest.
I think we needed that. I wish we would have had it. Maybe we'll have to get a lesson after, because I don't think I can dance, Curtis. I need to practice the whip higgles, you know.
Actually, Lib, oh God, Lib. We'll work on that.
What was that? The lip wiggles. I love that.
I like it. You know,
I'm actually
hey,
gonna
wait
think
till you
of
have a
a call like
baby. You
that.
really got to work on
Oh,
that.
that's what I was thinking.
You do.
So, Curtis, would you ever go back to Strictly or Dancing with the Stars?
Yeah, I would,
Yeah.
Dancing's something that I've done my entire life. I love it to bits. I love the performing side of it, Give me an
Yeah.
audience and stuff like that. The competing side is in to become the world's best number one. I fell out of love with it a little bit. I like to get an audience now and just show what I've got and have them in the palm of my hand and just have some fun.
Yeah.
So I'd love to go back to, I'd love to do Strictly. And you know what I would love to do? Dancing with the Stars America.
Oh my gosh, that would be great.
Now, the reason being, my brother's done Strictly. I haven't
Yeah.
done Strictly, but he hasn't done Dance with the Stars America. So I would love to go over there before maybe he had the chance to do it. Get on there, whack it out in America and do that because the program's so much fun, let's be honest. Like, it's amazing.
Sure.
To be
Oh my
able to see somebody go from like awful at dancing to just seeing them improve day by day by day, and then actually putting on this fabulous performance at the end of the week or at the end of the whole experience, and they're a whole new person. They come out more confident, they come out stronger physically and mentally. It's such a good program to overall do. I love it.
It is. Artem, it's funny because at times I've told him, like, do you miss Strictly? And like, would you ever want to go back there for a season? And he's like, yeah, he's obsessed with London and it's way more his vibe than LA, but he's still obsessed with LA. But he's like, yeah, I would love to do one more season at Strictly. But it's like right now, this season of Dancing with the Stars, he's kicking a lot of ass. And I do think he's going to make it to the finals.
For sure.
He's doing really well.
Fingers crossed for him. Fingers crossed.
Honestly, yeah. So I'm hoping. And then Liberty, you did Dancing on Ice.
I did, yeah. Honestly, what I love about TV and stuff as well is you never know what costumes they're going to get you in. And for me, with Dancing on Ice and stuff, the second week I was dressed up as a zebra. And I don't think many people can say they've been dressed up as a zebra. And I feel like with Love Island games and stuff as well, they're going to have us in some mad costumes. Some are sexy, some are funny, but no, it was so good. You'll wait till you see it. Yeah.
I can't wait. Now, Curtis, can I ask you a personal question?
Oh, and why am I starting sweating now?
So I know there was someone in Fiji that you may know really well. I think she's in charge of social media. Did you and Maura happen to run into each other?
Yeah, we did, to be fair, actually. So she did a great job on the show. She was actually, so she was a social media host, but she also, actually, no, I don't know if I can say this. I'm just going to say, no, she's a social media host, and I'm not saying anything else.
Yeah,
don't say anything else. I nearly gave stuff away then. I was about
you can't trust Nikki. You can't trust her here.
My goodness.
No, we did see each other, and we saw each other out of the villa as well. Like after the whole program had been done, we bumped into each other and we did an after interview. We were all civil. It was good. I just asked her how's she doing, how's the family doing, how's everything going, and told her she looked good at all of the stuff that she was doing with the program, which I can't say all the stuff, but so it was civil. We bumped into each other and it was nice to say hello, actually.
I bet. I mean, when you have that history with someone, and I want to ask you both this: are you currently single? Are you dating? On the prowl? Are you both single? Did we find love?
Neither confirm or deny, can I, until this program's released?
Oh, that's true.
Oh, well,
that is true.
I mean, what I will say is I'm still working on how to be, what's the word, smooth. This guy asked me out the other day on the beach, and I was literally like, I didn't have it in my heart. He was like, have you got a boyfriend? Have you got a husband? And I didn't have him to tell it, like, in my heart to tell him. So I said, I'm sorry, I can't go out with you. I've got to go home and eat a baked potato with beans. And that was the excuse that I gave to, like, not go out with him. No, and I was just like, why am I so not smooth? Like, everyone was like, you need to get game with boys. You need to get game with boys. But I've learned that I'm just me, and you either like me as I am and you're into it, or you're not. That's it.
And Liberty, that's your charm.
No,
that's
it is her charm for sure.
Like,
Thank you.
You don't need to be smooth. You are in your cute way. Like, well, you're you.
Everyone hates her ex because she's so sweet and charming, and he's not. I'm happy. I know it's probably hard, but I'm very happy that you've moved on, because I think you deserve a lot better. You're an amazing woman, and You deserve someone to put you on a gigantic pedestal, which you will find.
Thank you. We'll find that eventually.
You will.
Yeah.
Might not be on the beach.
I think I saw on your Instagram you just turned 24, right?
I just turned 24, so I'm still growing, I'm still maturing, I'm still learning, I'm still going through all my trials. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
So yeah, we're learning, glowing, and growing.
Yes. You got to kiss a lot of frogs till you get to the prince.
You do.
Yeah. And Curtis, are you craving marriage, kids?
Yeah, I want 2 kids. I don't want 2 boys. I think it'd be awesome. I think because it's me and my brother, that's what makes me want 2 lads.
Yeah.
But I want to find the mum of my kids. Truthfully, that is actually what I'm looking for at this point in my life and stuff. And like I said, I want 2 kids. I want a nice big house in the countryside, nice family, a couple of businesses, and not to worry for the rest of my life. There you go. I'm telling you my life story all in one.
Dream. No, I think that's the draw too of Love Island UK is, I don't know if it's because you all get a drink at 18 or what's in the water over there, but you all are a lot more mature and you really own who you are.
Yeah.
Like you guys are proud of your jobs and, you're proud of who you are. And you know that like, if I'm in a relationship, I'm going to love someone. And when you watch Love Island USA, obviously it's more like a fuck boy island or fuck girl island. It's just not that. So I feel like that's why Love Island UK became so massive for people, because you guys probably get, I'm going to be 40 in November and I'm obsessed. Like you get all different kinds of age groups of like, you guys go. It's so good.
Yeah, I don't want to add to that, but I'm going to say one of the American lads in this one was a little bit of a player. That's all I'm going to say.
And I have a feeling I know who it was and it doesn't shock me.
No.
No, right? When you look at the lineup, I'm like, yep.
Yeah.
You.
No, we talked to Casey and Tom from UK Love Island a couple weeks ago, and I really love the fact that they might not have left the villa with love, but with friendships. And I feel like you all do become close. Are you both the same? Have you both left the island?
Yeah. Curtis was in like the biggest bromance ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, me and Tommy.
Yeah. Are you still good friends?
Yeah. We still talk. I was just messaging him the other week because obviously he was doing his fight, wasn't he? But I was too busy to go actually. But yeah, we still stay in contact. He's smashing it. He's doing so good with the boxing and all of this and that stuff. And to be fair, I actually stay in contact with Amy. Now, obviously, if you've watched my series, me and Amy didn't end well. So but she's getting engaged now. I think she's pregnant. She's rocking it. She's smashing it. So still stay in contact with her. Yeah. But you go through, this is the thing, it's such like an amazing traumatic time in there that you just gel so much and you become so close to everyone and you literally love each other like brothers and sisters, bar hopefully the person that you're with, but that's a bit weird then. But yeah.
I have to agree with Kat. It's like I'm still like best mates with my girl Kaz that I met on my show, and we've actually just booked a trip to Austria, like me, Sharon, Faye, Kaz, we're all going in December. But I think as well, for me personally, like when I left like the Love Island show, like your life does change. And like some of you friends and stuff, like you keep some of your friends that you're with, like you've been with friends with since like you were young at school and stuff. But some of the friends, they don't always understand that new life as well. And I think with me, like I did lose a couple of my good friends coming off the show. So it's nice to have, like people like Kaz and Faye and that kind of understand what I'm going through, because your life does get flipped upside down. So it is nice to have that support system as well.
You and Kaz are so cute.
Yeah, Kaz is like my ride or die girl. I love her to pieces.
You guys saw it immediately on your season. Like when you just see when some of them who are friends, how they click and they just, they're fun to watch.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch. It's not just the love, but the friendships are really cool to watch and see that grow as well.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And did you lose your good friends because you were on the show?
No, I think it's just sometimes your life like turns upside down. And I think for me, like I kept like, so I'm still best friends with my friend like since I've been like with like a school now. Like we were mates since we were 12 years old. I'm still friends with her. I'm still like mates with my other best girl. Like I'm maid of honor for her next year at her wedding and stuff. So that's nice. I actually met her in the girls' bathroom on a night out. So that's still good that I've got her. But I think with me, I think some of my friends sort of tried to label me as things I knew I wasn't, and that kind of stuck with me for a little bit. And I think in my life, like, I've had a lot of people try and put labels on me, and like I've had to overcome them and realize, like, you know, no, this is not who I am, and like find myself again. But it's nice because I think, like I said, as you go through, you know, different shows and stuff, sometimes these things come up and you learn how to overcome them and get through them, because there's nowhere to hide or run. You've just got to face it head on. And I feel like for me, every time I go into like a Love Island show, I kind of grow a little bit as a person, and it's always like a really good experience for me. So yeah, I'm excited for that as well.
I love
You
that.
guys to see that in this show. Yeah,
That's really great. Is it hard for you guys to watch yourselves back on the show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know when you like hear yourself talk and you always think, wow, do I sound like that? Do I really sound like that?
Yeah.
Things like, or the cringy moments.
No, well, to be fair, guys, I feel like me and you, like, you know, it makes the cringe makes us us. Do you know what I mean?
Totally.
It makes us us.
The meme that I have seen from my original first Love Island, I never in a million years thought they'd be memes. Didn't even think they would be anything until I watched them back, and I completely understand why they're memes. I am ridiculous in the things I say sometimes.
Oh my God, I love it. Now, Brie and I are used to this, but it was weird for me at first. But wasn't it weird to watch yourself kiss like on TV for the first time? Like just like be making out with someone?
Yes, it was. That's so true. Because you know, when you see it in a film, you're like, damn, that is sexy. Like, wow, they have got that nailed. And I'm envisioning that when I'm doing it until I watch myself and I think, what the F is going on there? Do I look like I'm licking someone's face, literally? I'm like, what?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I'm actually going to admit something really embarrassing now, and I can't believe I'm doing it on this podcast, but here we go.
Okay, let's hear it.
The first guy I dated, it's going to sound really weird, but he was my first ever boyfriend, and like first with basically everything. And for 3 years, we didn't have any chemistry, right? So for 3 years, I was with him, and he never kissed me with like tongue or nothing. So I thought, like, it was, I know, imagine that. Like, now I can't even imagine it. And then so when I went on Love Island and like I was dating Jake, I used to get really nervous to like kiss him because I hadn't really kissed that many people. But since then, I've actually learned that I am like a big fan of like snogging or like kissing with tongue or that. So like it's gonna be interesting seeing what I'm like this season. But I'm just gonna keep my eyes shut because there's definitely moments.
So now we know she's actually, you snogged some people.
You'll find everyone was snogging everyone. Like, this season was wild.
Liv, you're a great kisser, so don't worry. I remember.
Thank you. I am.
Okay.
I am now. It's one of my good traits. Yeah, I admit.
The tongue had a, wait. It was like your tongue was dating a virgin for 3 years.
The tongue was ready to come out.
Yeah.
Is that crazy too, by the way? So like, look, you guys have made out and like you all are good friends, but then you all go out and it's pretty much like everyone's made out with everyone. Is that weird at all, or no? It's just like a normal day.
Just keeping it in the family. One big happy family. No, you know what? It's actually, I don't think it's weird at all, to be fair, because in the circumstance that you're in a program like that, when it's them games and stuff, it really is just like, have some fun, let loose, have a bit, have a laugh and joke, just kiss everybody. And we're all adults. We've all done the whole deed and everything. So enjoy it, have some fun. I don't think it's weird.
Now, but when you're into someone and then you guys have to play the games where like you do have to snog, is that hard? Do you get a little jealous? Is it like, oh, this sucks?
I want to say no, but yeah, you do deep down. Yeah,
I could see that.
I want to say no, but you do.
I totally would.
No, I would.
Yeah, I mean, like I even did Dancing with the Stars, but sometimes when Artem does some of, especially the Latin dances, I'm like, oh, okay, that was hot. But you know, you get a little bothered deep down. The rumba kills me. Killed me when I did it and kills me when I see it. I'm like, damn, why does it have to be so sexy?
It's just so passionate. That's the thing. You're so passionate. It's that eye contact and that just that chemistry of touch and connection. It's a great dance. I love it. One of my favorites.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. You're like, shoot, you should have brought the rumba there.
I know that would be a good challenge.
Maybe next time.
Kisses, rumba.
Oh my
shoot.
gosh.
All right. Well, before we let you guys go, we always like to leave our listeners with some inspiration affirmation. For both of you, what words or quote or something do you live by that you want to
Our
share?
listeners,
Yeah.
See, mine's not. I got a quote, and I said this when I was younger, and it's always stuck with me. It's not the most amazing quote, but it literally is: "Life's a bitch, so make life your bitch." And I probably shouldn't really say that out loud, but I said it when I was younger, and you know what? It stuck to me, and it makes me always think whenever there's something tough going on, or whenever there's something hard going on, you know what, Kurt? Life's a bitch. Deal with it. Make it your bitch. Get on with it. Do this, Curtis. Stop faffing around and sitting in your room scared. Get out there and absolutely smash it. And what will be is what will be. You'll try your hardest. You'll do your best. And whatever the outcome is, the outcome is. Don't overthink it. Just do it. Yeah.
I love that. When I'm having a bad day, I'm going to walk around to life and be like, you're my bitch. You're my bitch.
Yeah.
You're my bitch.
Life has been a bitch lately, so I like that.
Yeah, I love that. All right, Liberty, how about you?
I actually come across one as well that was sort of to do with life, and it says live in the present because that's the only time where life truly exists. And for me, I think I've obviously let the past or been worried too much about the future, which I think a lot of people do sometimes, rather than just living in the present. And recently I've really been training my mind to just live in the present. Yesterday's yesterday. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So just be grateful for every day and just, go with the flow. Just do you. So I think that's something I've been learning recently, and it's helped me.
Oh, it's so true.
It is.
When you live in the present, it's crazy how much life changes. And it's hard sometimes to not think of the past or have anxiety about the future, but it's crazy when you're present, things are just happier.
Right. Well, and I think how many viewers are addicted to Love Island, and it's because we're really watching people live in the present.
That's
you know what I
so
mean?
true.
We love seeing you guys live every second with surprise and falling in love or falling out of love, or it's why you guys literally keep all the viewers so invested, is because you guys do live in the present moment. So that's great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Oh, well,
That
thank
is
you both for
Thank
coming on
you.
our show. And we can't wait to see you all on Love Island Games, which everyone is streaming now today. It drops. So head to Peacock. Let's, check out these outfits, these wigs, the noggin, snoggin, whatever it all is. I don't even know what noggin is. Is noggin even a thing? It's snoggin.
Noggin's a head.
Yeah, I was like, noggin.
Noggin.
Yeah.
I'm like,
We'll
don't
go-
tell me they
we'll go with it,
noggin
yeah.
on Love
They
Island.
noggin. There's
Hey, there could be a lot of noggin on Love Island.
Yeah.
That's all I'm
I
gonna
mean, who
say.
knows?
The
You guys are
noggin.
talking about the game, so we could. Oh, there's that noggin. You're right. See, I don't know if that's.
No, I was
noggin.
thinking of another
Sorry.
noggin.
You were.
Dirty noggin.
Oh yeah, that's what we were just thinking was a dirty
Okay.
noggin. So
Oh,
noggin,
goodness.
noggin.
I'm getting my wine, and I'm hoping to see a lot of it all.
Yeah. So you will get new episodes streaming 6 days a week. So we really are getting Love Island Brie straight to Peacock.
Perfect way to go
All
to
right.
the holidays.
Well, everyone head there and watch some Love Island games. And again, thank you both so much for coming on our show.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you for having
Thank you,
us.
guys.
Bye,
Yeah,
guys.
thank you. It was awesome. Good to
Thank
meet
you.
you both as well.
All right, Brie. Well, that was definitely Christmas morning for me. Oh, we got such good tea. Again, thank you so much to Liberty and Curtis for coming on our show. Thank you all for tuning in. And just a few very, very important reminders. As you all saw last week on Dancing with the Stars, my husband and Charity got the first 10 of the season.
Woo!
Yes, that
It was
dance.
incredible.
Wasn't it incredible?
It really
They worked
was.
so hard. Artem, I mean, his choreography and the
It's
way
beautiful.
isn't it beautiful?
It was my favorite dance so far I've seen this whole season from everyone.
Yeah, I agree.
My favorite.
And by the way, those polls, I mean, Artem could not believe the workout it was.
I bet.
Insane. So,
Gosh,
I mean, give
my
it to
ass could
Charity.
go up on there.
Oh,
I'd be like,
dude, I'd be like, yeah.
Help me, Artem.
Yeah.
Push me up.
That's me. I'd be dropping to the floor. But as always, you all have been so amazing with this. Please continue to vote for Charity and Artem. Text Charity to 21523. And remember, it's on Tuesdays, and you can only vote for 2 hours. So that's 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern, 5 to 7 Pacific Standard Time. And we need the votes because there are a lot of big fandoms on this show this season, and we have to get Artem and Charity to the finals for so many different reasons.
We're
One,
going
because
to.
they deserve it. And 2, Daddy gets to bring home more bacon. So let's bring home the bacon, Daddy. Right, Brie?
That's right. And make sure, if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram, TikTok. You can even watch these episodes on YouTube, but at the Nikki and Brie Show.
And a few reminders. So if you want to pull out those phones, or you might be on them, November 17th, Twin Love officially drops on Prime. So make sure to set your alarms, your alerts, whatever it may be. And as well, that Monday before, Barmageddon Season 2 comes back on air. I'm so excited. Only on USA. That's November 13th, right after Monday Night Raw. And today is the day that Love Island Games drops on Peacock. So tune in, head to Peacock. Let's see if Liberty and Curtis make out in the first episode, because they definitely made out. And also, you could follow them at Liberty Poole X and at Curtis Pritchard 12. All right, Brie. Well, I mean, there's a lot going on. Yeah. So let's go get our hair colored, and we'll see you all next week.